the law of sines, law of cosines, and the area of triangle. So let's first discuss the law of sines. So first, we label each part of the triangle. So we have here letter C, which is the hypotenuse, letter B, which is the opposite side, and letter A is the adjacent. So in the angle here inside the triangle, angle A, which is alpha, angle B, which is beta, and angle Y, which is what we call the gamma. And here is the height of the triangle. So in finding height of the triangle, we have here some derivation. So sine A equals h over c. Solve this for h. Sine y equals h over a. Since this both h, we can substitute AC. So c sine A equals h, a sine y equals h. C sine A sine y all over AC cancel, and here is the formula in finding the height of the triangle. So we have here sine A over A equals sine y over C. So let's move on to the law of sine. So this is the formula of law of sine. So we have sine alpha over A equals sine beta over B and equals sine gamma over C. So there are three possible configurations that will enable to use the law of sines. First, we have ASA, which is angle side angle, and we have SAA, we have side angle angle, and lastly, we have SSA, which is side side angle. So now let's have some examples of solving triangle where the given beta equals 55 degree, gamma is 82 degree, and C equal to 9. So let's find first the alpha. So this triangle consists of 180 degrees. So to find the alpha, let's have 180 minus 55 minus 82. That's why the angle A equals 43. And then next we find the opposite side, which is the letter B. So here is the formula and the process. So sine 82, which is 82 is gamma, or from our formula equals sine 55 over B. So cross multiplication. So B sine 82 equals 9 sine 55. B equals sine 955 all over sine 82, which is the equivalent of 7.44. Therefore, our opposite side is equal to 7.44. And now, let's find our adjacent. So in adjacent, let's have here some sine 83 over A and equals sine 82 over 9. So, and here A equals 9 sine 43 over sine 82, which is equal to 6.20. Therefore, our adjacent is equal to 6.20. Now, let's move on to another example. Solve the triangle where beta is 35 degree, B equals 6, and C is equal to 8. So there are their labels. Then let's find our angle Y, which is your gamma. And sine 35 over 6 equals sine Y over 8. 8 sine 35 over 6 equals sine Y. So sine Y equals 0.765. Y equals sine raised to negative 1. 0.65. Y equals 49.9 degree. So our value of Y is 49.9 degree. So now let's find the A, which is our alpha. So all we know, this triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So all we need to do is 180 minus 35 minus 49.9, which is the other angle. So equals 95.1. So our alpha is equal to 95.1. And then next, let's find the adjacent, the side adjacent. So let's have here sine 35 over 6 equals sine 95.1 over A. So cross multiplication, A equals 6 sine 95.1 over sine 35 is equal to or congruent to 10.42. Therefore, our adjacent is equal to 10.42.
Good day, ma'am, and good day, classmates. So, I am Danica Makahilo, and I will be the next reporter. So, we are already finished in the law of sines, and we will now proceed in the law of cosines. So, the law of cosines is used to find the remaining parts of an oblique triangle. So, we can only use the law of cosines if the two sides in the included angle are known, or what we call the sus case, and the three sides are known, or what we call the SSS case. So in the law of cosines, we have three formulas. So in order to understand the law of cosines, I have here an example. So this is our first example. If the two sides in the included angle are known, or what we call the sus case. So these are the given numbers, which is the side A is equals to 10, the side B is equals to 15, and the angle B is equals to 110 degrees. Our missing parts are the side B, the angle A, and the angle C. So since yung nawawalang part is the side B, ang gagamitin natin na formula is the B squared is equals to A squared plus the C squared minus 2AC multiplied to cos B. So yung gagawin lang natin is isa-substitute lang natin yung value ng mga given number into the formula. So we have B squared is equals to 10 squared plus 15 squared minus 2 times 10 times 15 times cos 110 degrees. After that, we need to get the value of 10 squared, which is 100, the 15 squared, which is the 225, and the product of 2 times 10 times 15 is 300, and the value of cos 110 degrees is 0.342. Next, we need to add the 100 plus 225, which is the value is 325. Then the product of 300 times 0.342 is 102.61. Then we need to add the 325 plus 102.61. So, as you can see, yung B ay may exponent. So, we need to add the square root to cancel out the exponent. So, we have here the square root of 422.16. So, the value of the side B is equals to 20.68. So, next is kukunin naman natin yung value ng angle A. So, yung gagamitin natin na formula ay A squared is equals to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cos A. So, i-substitute lang natin yung mga value ng given. Then, we have 10 squared is equals to 20.68 squared plus 15 squared minus 2 times 20.68 times 15 times cos A. So, we need to get the value of those numbers that have an exponent. So, we have 100 is equals to 427.66 plus 225 minus 620.4 times cos A. Then, i-add lang natin yung 427.66 and 225. So, we have 100 is equals to 652.66 minus 620.4 times cos A. So, ang gagawin lang natin is ililipat lang natin yung 652.66 sa left side. So, since positive siya, pag nilipat siya sa left side is magiging negative. So, yung may iwan na lang sa right side natin is negative 620.4 times cos A. So, i-minus lang natin. So, 100 minus 652.66 is negative 552.66. So, sa right side, meron tayong negative 620.4 times cos A. So, para ma-cancel out yung 620.4, we need to divide it to negative 620.4 both sides. So, we now have 0.891 is equals to cos A. So, ang gagawin na natin is, pagpapalit lang natin yung dalawa. So, magiging cos A is equals to 0.891. So, para makuha natin in 2 degrees, ang gagawin lang natin is, pipinutin lang natin siya to calculator. So, we need to press the shift, then cos, then 0.891. So, yung lalabas dyan na value ng angle A is equals to 27 degrees. So for angle C, since the two angles are already given, so isa-substitute lang natin siya sa formula. So yung formula is angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180. So yung value ng angle A is 27 plus 110 plus angle C is equals to 180. So i-add lang natin yung 27 plus 110 is 137 plus angle C is equals to 180. So ililipat lang natin yung 137 sa right side. So pag nilipat siya is magiging negative yung 137. So we have angle C is equals to 180 minus 137. So we have 43 degrees. So yung value ng angle C natin is 43 degrees. So we now have the value of the triangle. So just remember, when you are using the law of cosine in solving the oblique triangle, just remember this formula. So I hope you learned from my report and thank you for listening.
Now let us proceed to the area of a triangle. So you probably already know the formula of area of a triangle. So what is the area of triangle? So the area of a triangle is equals to 1/2 base times height. So sometimes we know the length of two sides of a triangle and the angle between them. So but not necessarily the height. So we can use the triangle. We have to come up with a formula for finding the area of a triangle for this situation. So let's draw and put the line of the height. So we have already here a triangle. So we can use either of the right triangles formed and write a trig function. We know we will use the one on the right. So we have here a triangle. So this is our A, B, and C. So this is the height. So sine gamma is equals to H over A. A sine gamma is equals to H. A 1/2 B A sine. So let us solve for cos gamma. C squared is equals to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine gamma. So let us substitute this for a cosine gamma. So cosine gamma is equals to A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2AB. So now let's take half angle formula. So cosine gamma over 2 is equals to positive negative the square root of 1 plus cosine gamma over 2. So let's square both sides. So cosine squared y or the gamma over 2 is equals to 1 plus cosine gamma over 2. So cosine squared gamma over 2 is equals to 1 plus A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2AB over 2. So to get a common denominator on top, let's have a cosine squared gamma over 2 is equals to 1 plus A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2A over 2. So cosine squared gamma over 2, 2AB plus A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2AB over 2 over 1. So invert and multiply. So we also move terms around on top. So we have cosine squared gamma over 2 is equals to A squared plus 2AB plus B squared minus C squared over 4A, which is A squared plus 2AB plus B squared is the factor. So cosine squared gamma over 2 is equals to the quantity A plus B squared minus C squared over 4AB. So the difference of squares to or is C minus 2C is equals to negative C. So, cosine squared y or the gamma over 2 is equals to the quantity A plus B plus C, the quantity A plus B minus C over 4AB. So, let S 1/2 the quantity of A plus B plus C. So, A plus B plus C is equals to 2S. So, let's substitute and rewrite second factor so you can substitute. So, cosine squared gamma over 2 is equals to 2S A plus B plus C minus 2C over 4AB is equals to 2S times 2 or the quantity 2S over 2C over 4AB is equals to 4S. So, the quantity of S minus C, so is equals to S, the quantity of S minus C. So, we divided it by 4AB to cancel the 4. So, that's why this is the answer. So, is or S, rather, the quantity S minus C over AB. So, cosine squared gamma over 2 is equals to C, the quantity of, or rather, S, the quantity of S minus C over AB. So, finally, square root both sides and get cosine gamma over 2. So, the square root of S, the quantity S minus C over AB. So, this is the final answer.
We now need to do the same thing with the sine half angle formula to get an equation involving sine. This is the take half angle formula. So, sine gamma over 2 equals positive negative the square root of 1 minus cosine gamma over 2. Then, to remove the square root, we must square both sides. So, sine squared gamma over 2 equals 1 minus cosine gamma over 2. So, this is the substitution for cos gamma. Cosine gamma equals A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2AB. This is the equation we got before from the law of cosine. Now, we must substitute the cosine gamma. So, sine squared gamma over 2 equals 1 minus A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2AB all over 2. Then we must apply the cross multiplication to remove the 1. So, sine squared gamma over 2 equals 2AB minus A squared minus B squared plus C squared over 2AB all over 2 over 1. Factor out the negative and invert and multiply the bottom to get sine squared gamma over 2 equals C squared minus A squared 2 minus 2AB plus B squared over 4AB. Then factor out the numerator. So, sine squared gamma over 2 equals C squared minus the quantity of A minus B squared over 4AB equals, then factor out using the difference of square. Then it must be C plus A minus B and C minus A minus B over 4AB. Then, the quantity of C plus A minus B and the quantity of C minus A plus B over 4AB. So, negative B has the two factors, the negative B and the positive B. And also, the negative A has the two factors, the negative A and positive A. Then combining like terms, then it will become the quantity of A plus B plus C minus 2B and the quantity of A plus B plus C minus 2A over 4AB. Then the value of sine is equal to 1/2 A plus B plus C. So, A plus B plus C equals 2S. Then we must factor out a 2 out of each. So, the quantity of 2s minus 2b and the quantity of 2s minus 2a over 4ab. Then, to find the common denominator, we must cancel out the 4. So, 4, the quantity of s minus b and the quantity of s minus a over 4ab. Then, cancel the 4. Then, sine gamma over 2 equals the square root of s minus b, s minus a over ab. So, there is a square root since the squared is removed. Then, cosine gamma over 2 equals the square root of s minus c over ab. We'll go back to the area of triangle, which is the cosine gamma over 2 equals the square root of s minus c over ab. Sine gamma over 2 equals the square root of s minus b, s minus a over ab. Then the cosine gamma over 2 equals the square root of s minus c over ab. The equivalent of the area of the triangle equals 1/2 ab sine gamma. Then sine 2 theta equals 2 sine theta cos theta. So, the double angle formula, we must replace theta with the sine gamma over 2. Then, the area of triangles equals 1/2 AB. Then, replace this one to be like this. So, 2 sine gamma over 2 cosine gamma over 2. Then, the area of the triangle equals AB, the quantity with the square root of s minus b, s minus a over AB, multiplied by the quantity of the square root of s minus c over AB. Then, the area of the triangle equals the square root of s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, where the s equals 1/2 a plus b plus c. And this is the formula, and what we call the Heron's formula. Let's have an example using the Heron's formula. So the problem is, find the area of a triangle with sides measuring 3 inches, 4 inches, and 6 inches. So this is the triangle. So, the formula in Heron's formula is the area of triangle equals the square root of s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, where s equals 1/2 a plus b plus c. So, let's substitute the a, b, and c. So, s equals 1/2 3, or the a, plus the b, which is 4, and the c is 6, plus 6 equals 13 over 2. Then apply the Heron's formula. A equals the square root of 13 over 2, multiplied by the quantity of 13 minus over 2 minus 3, and multiplied by the quantity of 13 over 2 minus 4, and multiplied by 13, the quantity of 13 over 2 minus 6. Then the area of the triangle is equivalent to 5.33 square inches.